Okay, so here's a thought for you. With no pop cap, what if in the mega randomness we made some mega speediness? Let's find out as we hop in. So here we go, mega random nomad. For those unfamiliar with how the hell this works, it works different today. Look at that build speed, holy crap. Okay, so small difference to your normal dosage of mega random nomad here. Yes, you once again do start with 3 villages spread around the map and you get a random civ selection, which you can see up here. But on top of that, boys be zooming in the build department, all right? You know, Chinese aren't the only ones that can build fast. In fact, everyone builds fast. Like, watch the speed on this. Done. Easy peasy. And we got a nice spread of civs here. We got double French. We've got an HRE player coming in as well. 2 of them, in fact. 1 Chinese, double Rus, and an Abbasid. Oh, Core got the Abbasids. Oh, and Core found a corner. But he has a neighbor, Veluco. Got some notable names here mixed in with a few of the average Joes. So for those unfamiliar with Alluring, Barley, 8, Strail Bora, and Veluco, as far as I'm aware, these are kind of your standardized players. You know, they're the cut of the mill, top 3,000, top 8,000, whatever it may be. The rest you should know. Really Unskilled, of course, is... Wait. What? Did you guys select your civs? How is it that every time I watch Really Unskilled, he has the HRE? Folks, Really Unskilled only plays the HRE. It's literally the only civ he plays. So he seems to just keep lucking out in these games. What the hell? So Really Unskilled is top... Usually, I think he's in top 100 quite a lot. And then on top of that, you've also got someone here called Moldedy here, which is Crackety here. Someone we've been seeing more and more of, who's about 130th in the world. Then, of course, Kyo is a familiar face, Vietnamese player, very talented. I'm hoping to see good things from him in the road to Warlord. Would love to see some more SEA representation. The Muslim needs no introduction. The Britski playing as the HRE skis. And then, of course, rounding it out, the most cherishable, the most loved, the most abusable Core, sitting in a corner as usual. The only Abbasid player here. Abbasid is considered to be probably the weakest civ in most people's eyes, unless you can get to that hyper late game when they become this beautiful wonder crawler, as they are able to build a base so thick you can never get through it fast enough. Honestly, it's like trying to get through one of those triple-decker caramel cakes where it's bigger than your mouth. You're just not going to get into it. But let's see how they do, because this is going to be very different. The dynamics of play are going to be substantially different, folks, than what we're used to seeing usually about X or Y being a powerhouse civ, because everything's going to be so speedy. Of course, things are slow to begin with, and the reason they're slow to begin with is that these guys have to accrue resources. Resources have not been sped up at all. The things that have been sped up here, if I recall correctly, and I'm sure chat will correct me if I'm wrong, it's build speeds on structures as well as units. It's more or less, like, not exactly instant, but close to. And you've already kind of seen that effect with some of these things being stacked up. So that's why these gathering rates are pretty pathetic. But outside that, like, everything else that can be sped up has been sped up. We haven't sped up units, I don't think. Wait, have we? Yo, we're double unit speed. But the gathering rate is the same. That's the interesting detail to me. Or is this increased? I would say that's not increased much. If it's increased, it's even increased a little bit, because you're meant to get 0.83 food per second. And that looks sort of... Like, that looks more like 1 food a second instead of, like, doubling it to 1.6. But the movement speed has been increased, so this is going to be pretty hyped to see playing out in the mid-game. I actually think if the game can hold it, this might be what it needs. Like, I don't want to call, like, predictions on, like, this is the future until we see it. But in theory, it's good. Because one of the big issues with MegaRandom Nomad is like the build-up to counter out things, as well as like the movement across the map, makes for a very slow and sluggish game. So if you're able to stack up and improve the rate at which the early game plays out, I think it can actually be pretty beneficial, because, you know, there are cool games where you get a lot of fun early game where, for example, we've got 4 players spawn close together down here. But in a lot of situations, it just ends up being this weird stalemate where nobody wants to kill the other person first. They all take a different corner, and they just sit on their hands for 20 minutes just making their way up to Imperial. I'd love to see things that encourage more kind of engagement early on, or find a way of skipping past that engagement, which is why I'm excited to see how this performs. I'm not excited to see how this performs on a technological level in terms of hardware, because I'm sure some people's PCs are going to be melting trying to play this. So, early on, looks like the Muslim getting that word. What is he looking for here, actually? He went on, yeah, so he's gone on the fishing. So there's a lot of peace in their time right now between Core and Muslim. I don't think that's going to last too long, though. Tech Up's starting to come out as they reach into Feudal. And looks like the walls did go up from Really Unskilled, so it doesn't want to aggress against Crackety here. Muldity here is Crackety, by the way, just to highlight that again for you guys. Playing pretty condensed at the Roost, not out of choice here, mainly because he has another player to his right side, another Roost player, alluring Barley 8, who I think was around 6,000 rank, so not completely incompetent, not pro level, but could be enough of a pain in the arse that it could be the downside of Muldity. And then, of course, to the south, Kyo is going to be the real boomer here. Imagine picking Chinese and getting a corner like this with the 3 nearby neighbors all being at each other's throats. Can't really ask for more, can you? We'll see if they notice the importance of taking out the Chinese. Meanwhile, Trait. Core is trading. Core is trading. Oh, I just tried typing. There's no way I can type. Damn. Core is trading past the TC. Was the other important detail we're missing here. What the hell is this? Oh, I just realized, actually, remember, changing fog of war causes lag. I'm not even going to attempt it. We'll just keep full vision at all times. Yo, Core. Okay, that's actually really smart what he's doing here. By putting down the walls here, his donkey's going to redirect. So they should redirect out of range of the TC fire. It's pretty crafty. And look, yep, it saves the day. Live, donkey, live. Yes. Look at that, guys. No animal abuse today. That was pretty dope. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, this is actually vile. This is actually broken for the Abbasids. Because they get the cheapest traders. And you can insta-build them. So there's no idle time waiting to even start returning your resources. Oh my god, from genius move to dumb move. What the hell is this? Because you can't be too smart, guys. So what happened here is Core went from having a really big brain to the brain getting so big that it swelled up and cracked his skull and then killed him. At least he fixed it. Oh my god, the trade though. He's not the only one. Wait. Is his French neighbor trying to trade like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, but you didn't build a chamber of commerce. This isn't even comparative. This is dog level trading. Don't try and copycat Cat Core when he finds the secret solution. He's doing it with the right civ here. In fact, there's no civ in this game that can do it better. Look at them. They can't compete. In fact, I'd love to see... I don't think this is long enough. I was about to say, like, maybe go trade ships as the French, but, like, I don't think that's long enough to justify. Oh my god. Dude, this is what we call snowball effect. He gets the drop off of resources, and then instantly, like, because he's got so many people in wood, he can more or less afford whatever he returned in terms of gold. Oh my god. He's just buying what he doesn't have. I think Core's going to end up being the quickest imp age. He should be in this situation. Now, someone's highlighting the Mongols can do better trade, but, like, the Mongols aren't in this game, though, is my point. I agree Mongols can do it better, but they're not in this game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy crap. There is a donkey mating farm in there. Jesus. I haven't even bothered looking at other people in the last 2 minutes. Like, what are they doing? Playing boring Null Age of Empires? Oh, yeah, look. Someone tried to Kremlin rush. Crackety tried to tower/Kremlin rush someone. Why am I not surprised? Too bad you done it against an HRE player. Enjoy death, scum. Meanwhile, in the corner, get more farm than China is on the menu as a challenge tonight. As Kyo is farm booming up like crazy. Dude, I can't even... Is Core going for... Just go 200 pop cap trade, please. 85. Core... We're 8.5 minutes into the game, and Core has over 100 traders right now. What the hell is this? Oh my god. Okay, yep. Abbasids are getting targeted out. They're getting sniped. Wait, is there no pop cap? Oh my god, there's no pop cap. This is actually going to snowball to a point. Okay, so here's a thought for you. With no pop cap, and an ability to just milk it like this, I'm pretty sure that if you're Core, you can actually like build enough structure to quickly get Golden Age free. If you had the space, you could build a Wonder, and then you could actually fight the entire map with your trade. Because of how quickly he's going to get the resources. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Yo, guys, you want to see? Should we speedcast this? Do we need to speed it up? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. The game will struggle to keep up. Fight underway. Looks like we get to watch the death of Crackety. Ah, it's all we wish for in life. There's so many wooden fortresses. That's actually a funny detail here. Is outposts are going to be even better because you can just rush them up as a reaction. I am looking forward. Okay, guys, you know what I'm looking forward to? Screw the trade. The detail that's going to be funnest to watch in this game. Wait, what? Oh. Whoops. There's something fitting that the Muslim converts the units of the person called Strailborer. It's beautiful. Oh, speaking of beauty, more trade coming, the French in the north. Okay, so the detail I'm looking for, though, before I get distracted again by something ridiculous happening, I want to see French players drop a red pass in their opponent's base. Come on, you have to. With those build speeds, you've got to. That's going to be vile, and I'm looking forward to it. Meanwhile, the Muslim, ensuring he cannot die easily, did sneak up to the north side, because here's another interesting detail about the quick build speeds, guys. Turns out it's pretty valuable to keep all of your villages separated, so they can instantly build up landmarks in different corners so you can't die. And apparently the only person to clock that so far in this game is the Muslim. Well done, Benny boy. Well done. I feel like Ben has a reason to. It's kind of that thing of like, if I touch a hot iron it's hot, I know not to touch it again. Like, the Muslim regularly finds himself just being pinned in and killed off at the start of games recently. So this is probably him just adapting to that situation. Meanwhile, let's check in on the... Look at the gold! Look at the gold! He has over 50,000 gold. We're 11 minutes into the game right now. Good God. Good God. And remember, they move much quicker. They're 2.5 movement speed. I just can't even. This is ridiculous. Just listening to the drop-off is ridiculous. And the bombard pull. What an efficient use of a siege workshop, guys. Why build loads of them when you can just build one? Oh, the Muslim. Has he been fighting for this area? No, Ben, go north. You don't belong here anymore. That's going to be everything gone quickly, the bombards. Now, this is the type of game that makes you make a Reddit thread about how OP Siege is. In fact, if Core builds any more Siege, I'm just going to think this is Beastie renaming his account again. This is just going to get ridiculous. Like, how do you even stop this now? Oh my God, the lines. Oh my God, Charlie Sheen hasn't even seen these many lines. Oh God. Dude, it's not even lines anymore. It's just one giant blob. God damn. I only looked away for a minute. He's up at 353. How's the French looking? Probably nowhere near comparative to this. Ooh, 44 traders. Wow, don't push the boat out too much. In fact, it's if only there was trade along here. That would be dope. This is ridiculous. Meanwhile, looks like Alluring Barley has been taken out. Interesting choice here. Crackety was able to push east. Player gets knocked out, and the Chinese are going to benefit the most from it as they continue to just create a bloodbath in the center, while Kyo continues to boom up in his corner. Although Kyo does not have trade yet, and therefore you are a noob. Sorry, Kyo. Those are the rules. Oh my God. I'm just going to rename the title for this Pro Super Mega Random Free-for-All. Yeah! Oh my God! Look at Core's score right now. 28,000? Oh my God. Guys, you ever wondered how good Core's APM is? Now we can find out. Let's see how well he can press the trader button. Dude, you need an auto clicker at this stage. Oh my God, he's just taking all the wood away. He doesn't even care about war right now. He's gonna kill Veluco off through starvation, if anything. Tech up coming out. Veluco finally reaches the Imperial. Finally, you took your time. Core's been here a while. Just can't. You can't get any more, Core. Congratulations, you've done it. Now start selling it. Start selling it fast because you can't get more than 100,000. You've done it. Do something with this now, please. I can't even tell how many units. Okay, I'm going to do this. Control-Shift-A. He has 1,300 units almost. Like, what? And now the Wonder play. Who went for it? Do we even have to ask? It was, of course, Core. Look at the placement as well. It's so dog crap. It doesn't matter. And the reason it doesn't matter is who's going to kill him. The Bombards and Culverins. Like, they're going to have to group up real fast here, folks. Oh, my God. Well, at least the trade's starting to stack up for Strail Bora. Have we seen a similar move out of Benny Boy? I don't... Ooh? Maybe? All right, Ben's online. Ben's getting with the program. How's he looking right now, in fact? 56. Well, that's pretty baby level. I don't know if Core's going to get away with this, though. I think he needed to kill a few players first. In fact, he could have just killed a few players. Can someone kill these before it kills my PC? Please. Please. They need to die. He doesn't even need this many. Look at his resources. Core is getting over 130,000 gold per minute. Per minute. Oh my God. Is Veluco just his pet? Like he hasn't even tried to attack him. Core's like this wall was getting in the way of efficient trade. Screw it if a donkey or two die. I can just replace them anyway. You ass. Oh my God, the Muslim though, the Garrix! F you to the Wonder. You should have built up more inland. Yo. Benny Boy with a big haul. Can he do it though? Can he do it? It's going to be tight. He needs more Garrix. He needs more Garrix. The repair's coming out. A few villagers working to keep it up. It's going to be hard. However, the Carrick line is getting thin and it's getting thin fast. Can he finish it? 700 resources still falling. Number one gets in range. I think he might just about. No! No! Oh my God! Core! 400 health keeps it alive! Ben. So close, yet so far, and now the Bombards and Culverins, so many of them. Core has 100 siege. 33 Culverins, 63 Bombards, 16 Mangonels. I dare you to come at him on the sea. In fact, if I'm Core right now, I just built some shipyards myself. I have my own fun here. Is it Zebek time? I think so. Oh my God, the crawling. Like, this is so pathetic from Keo. What is my frame rate even? What is the frame rate of this game even at right now? Is there a half speed available? Oh, yeah, there's half speed. Nice, guys. We're just playing some regular Age of Empires 4 now. Dude, even on half speed, the donkeys move too fast. All right, back to 1x speed if you can really call it that. Dude. What? Pop cap limits are in place for a reason, folks. Stop doing this, please. Oh my God. The Muslim's now having a good time. He's unlocked the true secrets of the... Whoa. Only 56? He hasn't unlocked anything. That's baby levels. Cool. Did you continue? No. Over 1,000 donkeys is good enough. Just more Bombards coming out now. Like, Keo's just looking, going, what the hell do I even do with this? See, most people, they come to play, like, modern RTSs. You know, like Age of Empires 4, like, PopCap, try and win. Core clearly misses those days, those stories he's heard about, like, early day RTSs where if you had the best PC, you won. Your goal wasn't to, like, win the game directly. It was to make everyone else crash first. I call it the Red Alert 2 strategy. You build a million Rocketeers, and you crash your opponent's PC. Well, let's see if we can crash my PC now. Defending the line. 6 Toto on, starts singing hold the line to the best of his ability here. There is so much siege, but oh, the Muslim! It's a bait. Keo pulled him away. And this time it's going to work. Ben gets rid of the win condition. Core, back to the drawing board. What are you going to do? Rebuild it? You might want to sort your wood first. It's time to stop mashing those buttons. Oh, and the stab from the north. Veluco's involved now. Cannons moving in. Yo, this many cannons could actually GG him out. And he's going for it. He's going for the win. Primary TC gone. Oh my god, Core's gonna be gone. House of Wisdom. House of Wisdom. He needs to defend faster than this. Culverins, they're actually clambering over each other to get in range. Core's gonna be out. Can he win this? He gets in range just in time. All right, House of Wisdom is gonna be protected. But while that is happening, now it is Core's turn again. He rebuilt the Wonder. And the reason Core might win is now he's turning his full attention to the north. He's done with this crap. It's Veluco's turn to be in trouble. And remember, folks, Veluco's trade is pretty much gone now because they were all going this way. The donkeys, there's only 4 left alive. Veluco can't do that again. But the Muslim can. The Muslim says, time to rinse and repeat here because you just rebuilt that Wonder on the same bloody location. Veluco is distracting Core for the moment, so this would be the prime time to sneak in. However, I don't think they're communicating this just yet. But look who's arrived. Strailpore is blocking off the trade. Yeah, but does Core need trade at this stage? I mean, he's got so much gold as it is. The donkeys. Not one trade. God bless Strailpore. He's saving our PCs. The great donkey purge of 2022. Oh my god, and the replacement of it with knights now. Knights in hand cannoneers. There's no way Core survives longer than 5 minutes, right? 10 minutes max. There's just no way. In fact, is the Muslim going... Oh, the Muslim. He doesn't care about the Wonder. He's going for the landmark. And he might be able to reach it here. The flooding! He ambushes with bombs! Core's gone! The Muslim with a backstab! Bye-bye, Core. Bye-bye, Donkey Army. What a move. What a snake in the grass here. Or rather, a snake in the water. Damn. Normandy, take notes. This is how you storm a beach. Flex is on him with the bombards. Like, get out of my goddamn game. And now, with Core gone, our PCs can rest easy. No more infinite trade. Abbas is not allowed that. You know, the funny part is it's Core's own damn fault. His score was kind of giving it away a little bit, but trying to go for multiple Wonders back-to-back maybe was the final nail in the coffin there that made it too easy to target him out. Now, if people thinking scores as their targets, they might look towards the Muslim next. Do you have to be worried about Keo? Oh, Keo's trading. Keo's trading. He's like, hey, yeah, this trade thing's pretty good. And he has how many? 110. It's not really core levels, but it's going to get there. In fact, I wouldn't be... Oh. Surely... Okay, guys. A brainstorm strategy here. Surely as the Chinese, you build your Imperial Academy or TC next to a marketplace and then just have all your tax officials there. Do you see where I'm going with this? Look at that number right now. Surely you just stick your Imperial officials in the corner with a marketplace like this, right? Right? Because, you know, trade is going to get you to gold cap, but wouldn't you rather get there even quicker? Come on. All right. That's my insane strategy for the day. I'm going to back away now because it looks like the Muslim has had enough of Keo. Says, good work, ally, but now we're enemies. Get the hell out of here. As he lets loose the hounds of war. Meanwhile, north side. It seems like... Wait, is Krakeny really... Wait. This is diplomacy, right? They've agreed this. Although the Muslim doesn't trust it if they have. It's going to build up the outposts, and they build so stupidly fast. Outpost, 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 outpost. How long do these... Oh, look, 1 second to place cannons inside these. That does seem like a good deal. And yeah, now it's going to turn into a territory warfare situation. Border Patrol sets up on both sides. Still not getting those cannon upgrades yet, though. Meanwhile, the Muslim is slowly going to make his way towards Core's base now. And Core, he's clashing in the center. He's trying to block the trade because the Muslim, he's reaping the rewards right now. 384 gold per trader. Needs to be slowed down. He's about to be gold cap as well. And oh my god, someone kill the trade. Is anyone who trade... What? Dude, Krakeny is just pushing Warrior Monks. He's just pushing... Wait, this is actually somewhat effective. So they're not as chunky as Knights, but they cost half the price because you push them out of an Abbey of Trinity, I'm sure. And if you push them out of the Abbey of Trinity, they're only 120 resources each. This actually is somewhat valid. Especially from a torch damage perspective. 252 health on them. Oh, dude, this is going to get messy. Oh, it is going to get messy. Strailbora, he's ambushing him. The Muslim. Uh-oh. More Langstack right now. You need all the Langstack. Let's see if the line can hold. Strailbora, overwhelming, flooding through. I don't think you can actually use these buildings quick enough. In fact, how's the Muslim looking on the resource count? He's out of food! He's out of food and his farm's been shut off. The Republicans, the cannons only getting in now, but they don't even need to be here. The Knights are going to be good enough. And the Muslim, uh-oh. I think Ben might be out of this one, and they might be empowering Kyo as a result. Kyo, who was able to wipe out the last of the Bombard army, the Muslim stretched thin on both sides, is not able to react anymore. He surrenders. He GG's out. Another pro gone from the game, so we've lost 3 of them. The Muslim, really unskilled, and Core all gone. In terms of high-level players, we've only got Krakeny and Kyo left. Veluca and Strailbora, we're just representing our common man. But, you know, I'm starting to wonder who the hell Strailbora really is, because this dude is styling on him right now. The timing is pristine. The death ball is nigh on unstoppable for the French. Hand Cannoneers, Knights, Robotiquins, and now Bombards in the mix. This move out from Krakeny. I think he's on crack if he thinks this one's going to work. The Warrior Monks are tanky, but not tankier than the Royal Knights. And the Robotiquins are getting in range. This is going to be an absolute massacre. Say no to religion, says Strailbora. Oh Dude, I can't even. Oh my god. They are gone. That was everything for him, by the way. I don't think Krakeny has the resources to rebuild that. I'm pretty sure Strailbora is going to win this game, guys. The only redeeming quality for anyone is if Kyo gets into Grenadiers, but Kyo's too busy, like, what, going for gold cap still? He's not there. He's still somehow not there. Can we just highlight, actually, how playing as the Chinese, he doesn't actually have that many town centers? In fact, I'm pretty sure he only has 1 town center this entire time. What the hell? Oh, there's the Granny boys. Only 21? Only 26? Yo. Choke them with religion. Swallow our orthodoxy. Eat it. Eat it. Okay, this would have been a remarkable strategy if the damage stacked, but Krakeny, it doesn't. It'll at least be good enough to wipe the Chinese, but I'm concerned about how you're ever wiping the French now. Oh, good God. In fact, where's Strailbora at this point? So he's got 13 traders. He actually didn't even care about trade anymore. Guys, trade is not OP. Just don't worry about when people do what Core done. It's definitely not OP. He could make it OP, though. This is fairly being highlighted. Like, the French, you can select which resource you get. It looks like he's just getting his unlimited stone going in some regards. Uh-oh. Well, I think it's time for Krakeny to bite the dust. He's already got 2 landmarks down. 2 left to find. And final stand. Final stand. Oh, my God, the Mangonels. Yo, this actually works. He's going to hold in the choke point. Look at the Mangonel damage right now. Strailbora trying to rush through. He needs to get on the siege, though. Screw the Streltsy. Go for the siege. Starting to wrap around. And now the Revolticans. The Revolticans can clean up the Streltsy. Easy peasy. You need to deal with the Mangonels. The Mangonels are still making mincemeat of you. Squish patties, in fact, I say. But it seems like he just doesn't have the resources. Krakeny cannot keep up this anymore. He's going to be overwhelmed. Strailbora is going to pinch the corner. Push out another player. These Roboticans are actually so frustrating as well. We have to remember that all the siege is moving faster. 2.88 tiles. Like, how do you react to that in time? It's just going to be a wipe. The Roboticans make it look so... Ambush! It's not good enough. It's a nice idea, Crackety. Like, haha, they'll never see this coming, but no. I'm not gonna lie. What I want to see is a Civ that has, like, suicide bombers. Like, what is the unit called? There's a unit in AoE 2 that would do this. Because could you imagine just, like, spewing out that army as an ambush when your opponent comes in? Damn. Like, if this was a naval-only type map, could you imagine just spawning boom ships in the middle of it? I think it's like petards. Yeah, petards, that's the one. Thank you, chat. Could you imagine if there was petards introduced to this game in this game mode? Oh my god. Just rush into someone's base, build one of the structures, and then spawn petards everywhere? Hell yeah. Kyo, by the way, is not even going for... Wait, how are you... Okay, he has got fire lancers. Some of them are horsemen for some reason, but the fire lancers are the bigger deal. He's going to wrap in. I'm pretty sure Kyo now just wins this game, because guess what, guys? It's late game Chinese, and you can make unlimited fire lances! Yay! Crackety's going to die. If you can find the landmark, that is. Where is it even hiding at this stage? It's the High Armory, right? This is literally it. All the other landmarks? Yeah. Yeah, because the other one's over here. But Kyo doesn't realize it. And for some reason, Strelbora left him alive. He pitied him. He laughed and pitied. He's like, ah, you'll make a great court jester for the French Empire. The counterattack force. Crackety refuses to give up. For real, though, Kyo, just find the last landmark. He probably doesn't know it's the last one, but, like, how are you here with fire lancers and not rushing landmarks? Especially with the increased attack speed. I feel like this would be a good unit to do it with. He's so close. He's actually so close. It's infuriating right now. There we go. All right. Bye, Crackety. Good to know ya. Psych. There's no way you stop with Mangoes. 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 No. Crackety. He's gone. There's no way. And just like that, free remain. It's the romance of the Three Kingdoms in different corners. Strelbora looking nigh on unassailable right now, but you need to be worried about the Chinese. In fact, you could just take all these knights and roll on in, because Kyo never walled himself in. You could just... It wouldn't be easy. In fact, the only reason he's not going to do it is this. This is the problem. The Great Wall Gatehouse that you can't torch down right now. Thank God that change is coming, by the way, because it's so stupid. But that's the only reason Kyo doesn't get rushed and why he can be confident that he won't die straight away. However, Veluco is getting the layout of the land, and I'm wondering if right now they're having a talk about how there's only one pro left in this lobby, and it would probably be a good idea to target them out, especially considering they're playing the Chinese. Oh, you know what? You guys were worried about my PC, but I think we're fine here. It turns out when people die much faster, doesn't matter how much pop cap unlock there is, they can never truly get there. Seems smart. So, how's Veluco's eco? Oh, he's not doing too bad. Not grand. Not too bad. And, yo, Kyo's going for the wonder. He's going for... He actually walled the corner as well. Wait, this is dangerous, actually. Kyo? Has he got... I think he's built the... Okay, he has enough for one more. So the smart play for Kyo now is to build the final landmark back here. If he doesn't do that, then this is like a bad play because he can just be landmark sniped. It's not easy to landmark snipe him, but it's feasible. I like that he's rebuilding the astronomical clock tower, though. This is pretty clutch. And here come the French. What's that coming over the hill? It definitely looks like a monster. Oh my god. 200 knights. Almost 100 hand cannoneers. 31 mangonels. That's an interesting detail. Not much in the way of cannons right now. We'll slow down the siege somewhat. Begins the march in. And Kyo reveals himself. Ouch. All good fire lances picked off. Veluco is trading. He's trading hardcore right now just to try and build up the bank to go on a push. He's prepping that push right now. And Veluco, what are you doing? He went for a wonder. He actually went for a wonder right now. So he's basically sitting here going, dance, monkey, dance to Strelbora. Strelbora might just want to take him out instead, though. Because look at his wood. Strelbora can't afford to take both these battles, I don't think. Because he's not trading. but he just might be the pet of Veluco. Maybe they agree this. They're like, okay, one of us got to win, whatever. The march is coming from both directions. It's double French versus Chinese. French sandwich with some a French baguette with some Chinese meat inside. It's going to be very baguette heavy at this rate. As Kyo, standing army can't be that impressive, actually. Dude, you need an army. Yeah, start building. Start building fast, my friend. You need more, and you need now nest of bees. 97 nest of bees. Damn, if he finds a choke point, he could just wipe him. Knights riding in. Wall on the side. Oh, time to recruit. That doesn't work for the siege, Kyo, but you will at least get nothing. Haha, only a few Streltsy, the warrior monks. What are you doing? Take what you can get. Nest of bees holding back for the moment. Rush out. Spearmen are going to be overwhelmed. And they're rolling out. Here they come. The battalion. Let loose the dogs of war. Insert Nicolas Cage bees right now. The bees! Oh my good God. It's definitely a happy new year in the Chinese army. Knights being massacred, barely any left. Half the nest of bees still in the field. It's a worthwhile trade. You just got Nicolas Caged. Still got 40 to work with. Forward infrastructure coming out. How far away are we from a wonder victory? It's still 12 minutes away. How do you even at this stage? Can he afford to replace all these, Kyo? The wood's looking bad right now. He needs the trade. He needs the good trade. He has got a second battalion coming out, actually, so he moved out. Did he cut off reinforcements? I think so. Oh, my God. Attack on Titan. 255 scouts on the screen alone. Veluco with the hard push here. He can't reach the walls. The walls are going to stop him right now. The only potential here is that Kyo still hasn't built the final landmark behind the walls. And they're going in. If your knights couldn't tank the shots, what hope have these boys got? Let's find out. Because after all that, what is Strelbora doing? Wow, he told them to fight each other instead. Oh my God, the scouts, no! They died too fast. They're even less effective than Knights. The Knights at least were tanky enough to take a few rounds. But these nest of bees are making short work of the scout battalion. Woo! Damn. Is he trying to just get to the... You can't get to the wonder. Can he keep affording this? I'm doubtful. You need the help. You need the help of Strelbora. I'm not really sure what he's doing at this stage. Just sitting around in the mid-map. I mean, he's def stacking somewhat. In fact, is he? I feel like the Mangonel count hasn't increased. And the cannon count has barely increased. He's gone from 2 to 6. And also, because the way he's balanced his eco, he can't necessarily like afford to get this army out quickly again. Look at his wood. It's crazy to think that the French players haven't like set themselves up for that long-term success in the wood department, despite the fact that they can choose to trade for wood. Look at them both. Under 1,000 wood per second, because they're all just grabbing gold. It's just gold. Nobody's bothered to toggle these. I feel like so many people forget you can do this as the French. That might be their downfall. It's time to go. The scouts can't do it. Send in the main army. Veluco gave up. He genuinely just gave up. Didn't even try a repush, so he says, fine. I won't be that bait on the side, that like, oh, I could win with a wonder instead. Instead, it can be between the two of you. You figure it out. But I feel as if Kyo has already figured you out. The nest of bees. Oh my God. That's 100 nest of bees. That's 100 nest of bees in a choke point. A choke point. This could be a disaster right now. Flurry of fire coming out in the choke point. Palace Guard there to hold you with the caravans as well, slowing you down. And the Knights just can't get through quick enough. That's going to be a complete and utter rout. Mangonel's trying to get through the walls. It's a slow siege, though. They're clambering over each other to get in range. He needs to move closer. The Flood Freak can commence, but the nest of bees and the cut across the Palace Guard. Kyo is going to make short work of this fight. You just can't match it. Unlimited beach in this situation is just too good. Your army is too splintered. Like, this is not good micro out of Strelbora. He needs to send in the troops en masse, unable to do so. And now the flood out of spears. Moving in on that back line. Choke point will be held. Control will be maintained. Strelbora is going to be back to his base and back to a net zero at this rate. Look how small his army's getting. A fraction of what it once was. The Nesta Bees continue to reach in. They're just staggering over each other to just fire the next load in. Only hand cannoneers remain, but they're not going to last long either. The Nesta Bees, they're so good. This is going to be a full encirclement at this rate. This is absurd. The upside for Strelbora, at least he's got more than 20 frames again. Downside is that's going to be more or less a win for Kyo. There is no way you can rebuild the army. In fact, I don't think he's even trying. I think he's given up. He's numb to it at this stage. Whole army will go down. Probably going to break his keyboard or use it to type out how broken this is and then wave the white flag, because it looks like, although you may change a few variables in the world of MegaRandom Nomad, no matter how much you change, one thing seems to be reigning supreme. That's that the Chinese always win. And there's the typing. Let's give me the middle of defeat. As Kyo starts to march out in the midfield, China will once again be #1 in the MegaRandom Nomad Speed Edition here.